Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Don Hutchison is joining us, even though he seems to have had a sleepless night.
Oh.
Ale Moreno, Shaka Hislop.
Yeah. When's the power rankings coming back, Shaq?
Next week.
Oh.
Why has he gone on a hiatus or something?
I just needed a little break.
Breaking news, his commitment to the power rankings is teetering.
It is actually the first question. Where are those power rankings?
Next week.
But why? Why do we have to wait? It's not like a Man City Arsenal game that you won't decide on.
Yeah.
It's in the stars, Kay.
I thought it was the algorithm. I thought it was the algorithm.
Horoscope. No.
Whoa, hold on a second. You're saying the algorithm includes a horoscope?
No, not that.
You said horoscope.
I'm saying that I need to be calm. And this is...
Are you worked up right now?
Yeah, that's right.
I can see that.
Shaq, off the top of your head, Shaq, if you're picking number one right here, right now, who would be sitting at the top?
Arsenal.
That's the algorithm. Is that their algorithm speaking?
And who's going to win tomorrow's game?
Draw.
Quick question, Shaka. Did I hear you correctly in between takes in the show that you didn't sleep well last night?
Yeah, I didn't sleep well last night.
What happened, Shaq?
I don't know.
Because that's very unlike you. You are very much a guy who sleeps very well all the time.
Now, that's what I'm telling you, everything's off. Everything's off today.
What? That's because
you
didn't put the hard work on the power rankings, so you weren't tired enough.
Because the stars aren't aligned. I'm telling you, something's wrong.
See? When something doesn't continue, as Ali's saying, everything just goes all right.
What's Ali saying?
He's saying that the power ranking should have been here and they're not, and this is why you're not sleeping.
Yes.
Oh, so I'm not sleeping because I didn't... Yeah, well, that's not right.
You didn't put the effort into the power rankings, and therefore you were not tired enough to get a good night's sleep.
He can't be bothered.
Probably more accurate.
That's what it is, Ali.
For Don,
I'm trying to give you an excuse, Jack.
For Don, what would he like to see Newcastle finishing top? What would he like to see Newcastle finishing top 4 or Everton escape relegation? You can only choose one.
I know which one he's going to go for.
That's vile. That's a vile question.
Yeah,
do you know what? Just to save the Blues, I'm going to have to say Everton to stave off relegation because Newcastle will have the chance next year.
Didn't I hear Don last week say that Arsenal was going to have some issues with Everton?
Yeah.
Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Well, even more so now, Ali. Even more so now that Everton might have a new manager. So that's even trickier for Arsenal going to Goodison.
Oh.
Who you had me asking?
Hang on, there's a question coming.
All right. Okay.
That's still to come on Extra Time.
Before we get to that question, whoever Don says, put all your money on the other one.
Yep. We have learned.
I don't know what the question is. I don't even know who's on the short list. But if Don said, go elsewhere.
Quickly.
That's all I have to say.
Given Don's love of Serie A, I have to ask him this next one first. Napoli against Arsenal in a one-off game. Neutral venue, playing at their best. Who's your money on?
Ooh, Napoli.
All right.
Napoli.
Arsenal win it.
Arsenal.
So you're just putting your sort of obvious heads on. Lobotka in the middle of the park is one of the best central midfield players out there in Europe. Kvaratskhelia has been the find of the century because he's just outrageous. And Osimhen, you'd build a side around. He's a one-man wrecking machine. Kim at the back's been a great signing from Fenerbahce. I would have Napoli to go 2-0 up inside the first 20 minutes. Arsenal to show reaction, come back to 2-1, then 3-1 Napoli. 3-2 would finish 4-3 Napoli.
Don, one quick question. You mentioned Osimhen, who you are very high on.
Yeah, love him.
But yet, when it comes to Manchester United and potentially having a striker, you would go for?
Harry Kane.
Oh, I see. Not Osimhen then.
We got asked that question last week, Kay. It was Osimhen or Kane. And my love of Osimhen, I got sucked into the 50-50. And I just said Harry Kane just because there's no baggage. He doesn't have to acclimatise. It's 30
should have been
goals.
smarter and just said you didn't want the wrath of the Napoli fans, so you didn't want to take him away from Napoli.
I was being honest. I'm not like Shaka. I'm honest. I just call it how I see it. I don't sit on Shaka's fence.
It's aggressive.
Oh, yeah, that's unnecessarily so.
Passive-aggressive.
Nick Wadley.
Feel a little bit attacked there.
Yeah, I do. A little bit hurt.
Love you,
You
Shaka.
do right.
Oh, I love you.
I'm sure you're going to
Okay.
sleep well tonight, Shaq.
So
Don't
Shaka
worry.
had this question, so does Shane Anderson. So Don, who would the boys hire as the Everton manager if it was up to them? I would pick Dyche.
I would pick Sean Dyche. Do you know that Marcelo Bielsa's never took a job halfway through a season in his entire career? And I just think the chaos in Everton this season, I think you'd be adding more fuel to the fire. There'd be more chaos. It'd be amazing for like the neutral going and seeing Bielsa go in and playing murder ball at Everton with some unfit players. I think Seamus Coleman's sitting there going, please don't be Marcelo Bielsa. I think Calvert-Lewin's going, please don't be Bielsa. Maybe it's what they need, but I just think it's Sean Dyche. I think the simple appointment is Sean Dyche. He knows exactly what he's doing. It might not be pretty, but I think it's Sean Dyche.
And also, you feel with Bielsa that he's going to go and look right into that club if it's got everything that he wants to manage. And I don't think there are many that want to take this job on at the moment.
No, so it may just be by default that it is Sean Dyche. It may not even be a choice of Bielsa and Sean Dyche. I do agree with Don in that part of what makes Bielsa a genius, if you so want to call him that, is that he plays this sort of style where there is very little structure and everybody goes in all sorts of different directions and everybody's running around like crazy. That's the last thing that Everton needs right now. They need structure. They need consistency. They don't need to guess where they need to be. They need to have certainty as to where they're supposed to be on the field. How do we close down spaces, win games 1-0, and get enough points to survive? That's it.
Well, there you go. Does that answer the question that you had earlier, Shaka? No.
Well, yeah, it does.
Okay.
I'm agreeing with Don.
So that's a problem.
He's not. He's not
that's
feeling
why
it tonight,
That's
Kay,
why
is he?
I'm questioning myself. Because I'm
He's not
agreeing
feeling
with
it
Don.
tonight, is he?
Keeping the peace. All right?
You're
No,
not
definitely not
feeling
gonna
the show
sleep
tonight, Shaq.
No, I'm going to be tossing to and thinking, oh,
No, I don't think so, Shaq.
I agree with Don.
Shaq. First of all, I don't believe you that you did not sleep well.
didn't sleep
So
well.
what's not sleeping well? So you slept 8 hours. That's it?
About 7 hours and 45 minutes.
Well, there you go. See? Certainly not enough, Shaq.
That's not enough.
Shaka, are you a side sleeper, a front sleeper, a back sleeper?
Oh, he's a sleeper, period.
Yeah. Okay. But front sleeper generally,
Right.
okay? Since you ask.
It's a good choice. For Shaka, Ale loves Pedri and Don loves Osimhen. Is there a singular player that you are over the moon for that's playing right now?
Nah.
No.
I got it.
It's too much thinking, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, the
a lot
producer
thinking.
just said someone in my ear who every time we bring him up, you've always been defending him and you're always happy when he's doing so well, and that's Bukayo Saka.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like Bukayo Saka. I like Marcus Rashford. Especially because of what they endured post Euros and how they responded. And Bukayo Saka in particular, I think, has been a poster boy for so much.
For Don, do you think Jesse Marsch will get himself in hot water signing another American and turning Leeds into Team America?
He's after Weston McKennie, isn't he? I don't know. I can see them slipping. You know, I'm not sure if it's. I'm not sure what's happening there at Leeds, because initially when he went in after Bielsa, I think he actually done quite a good job. But they've slipped into their bad old ways again. They're a team that you want to watch because you're not sure if they're going to win a game 4-3 or lose a game 4-3. Defensively, he's not fixed too many things. I like him. And I like Weston McKennie. I'm just not sure it's going to solve their problems, and they might slip closer to the bottom three.
The last question. This is one that everyone can answer. It's Mourinho's 60th birthday. So in honour of his birthday, what is everyone's favourite moment of his that you've seen? I'll let you have a little think. Is there anything that stands out to you, Don? Jose Mourinho?
Yeah, there's loads. I've seen someone put something up on social media today that was all of Jose's best clips, and it was the one where he called himself the special one, obviously. But I think I like the one where him and Arsene Wenger were at it, and they were really at it for a period of time, and he just went, he's a specialist in failure.
Anything that stands out to you, Shaka?
I interviewed Jose Mourinho
Yes, he
some
did.
years back.
Whoa!
Yes, he did. Yes,
And
he
I
did.
think it was both mine and Jose Mourinho's highlights of our respective careers.
Well, I interviewed Jose Mourinho, so that would be saying that it wasn't a highlight of his career when I interviewed him, Shaka.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Kay.
You're not sitting on the fence there, are
he
you?
said to me, this is so much better than when Kay interviewed me, is what was his first answer.
Now, what he's not telling you is that Shaka's voice got higher for some reason. He got really close to Jose
they're
Mourinho.
boys.
All of a sudden, am I lying when I'm saying that you started rubbing your belly, Shaka? Were you or were you not going like this when Jose Mourinho was talking to you?
I don't remember.
Oh my goodness, we have that video. We have that video somewhere. We got to get that video. You were rubbing your belly for no apparent
I
reason.
don't know what you're
Are you busy
talking about.
mates, Shaka?
Huh?
Are you busy mates?
No, we're not busy mates. I was a little, I was a little enchanted.
See, you see how the
I was a little enchanted.
voice gets higher,
Yeah, and that's
and there goes the belly.
He's come alive.
Oh, Ale definitely spiced things up when he came to La Liga, especially that feud, well, that rivalry, shall we say, with Pep Guardiola was brilliant, wasn't it?
Well, but
At first, anyway.
I think the background there is that Jose Mourinho used to be a coach with Barcelona and an assistant coach under Bobby Robson. And so he was supposed to be Barcelona born and bred sort of thing. And then you start thinking about when Inter eliminates Barcelona from Champions League and he's running around the Camp Nou. That created and laid the foundation for whenever he became the Real Madrid manager, that there was always going to be tension everywhere. The biggest problem for Jose Mourinho while he was with Real Madrid is that Barcelona were playing at an incredible level and they were knocking the ball around and they were changing the way that the game was played, not only in La Liga but around the world. Nobody was saying, hey, you guys want to play like Mourinho's team? No, you want to play like Barcelona, you want to play like Pep Guardiola. And that, I think, created even more tension. It was Barcelona and their style against Mourinho trying to break through with his own style. And his style was not only physicality on the field or defending on the field, but also trying to win in the press conference. And we started seeing rhetorics in press conferences in La Liga that we hadn't quite seen before. Pep had to win on the field. Mourinho was trying to win in the press conference.
It did change the mentality of the Real Madrid players, though, in that, because they'd started to fear Barcelona. And I know that a lot of people have got things against Mourinho, but I feel that that's one thing that he did switch in that Real Madrid squad. I know this because I was there at the time.
And there it is. And
Let me tell
there
you,
it is.
it was what a time to be there it was when Jose Mourinho came in. I was going to leave Real Madrid TV before that, but then I heard it was going to be Jose Mourinho, and I thought, you know what, I'll stick around a little longer, and it was worth it. Anyway, happy birthday, Jose, 60 years old today, the special one. Hope you've had a great day. Thanks so much for sending your questions in. We'll do it all again tomorrow.
You know he's not watching, right, Kay?
He might be. You never know.
Oh, those are my best friends, Kay and Shaka.
No, Shaka.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.